as an American living here in the Netherlands, I am often shocked by a lot of things that I see, and even some that I don't. And even now, I'm like 4 years in, and there's things that I'm just like, what? And now look, man, I'm gonna need y'all help on this one, man. If I get any of this stuff wrong, I need y'all to pull up in the comments. And also, just pull up in the comments if you got something to say. And that's whether I'm right or I'm wrong. Like, just pull up. Uh-oh, somebody tweaking over there. Jeez, don't do drugs, guys. But anyway, man, the first one would literally have to be stop signs. Like, pimpin', I have not seen a stop sign here. Like, not one. And this is crazy to me because in the States, stop signs are everywhere. Like, I mean, I'm talking everywhere. And man, I'm being dead serious. I'm like not even joking. I've been to a lot of cities in the Netherlands and I still have not seen not one stop sign, for real. So let me know if I'm wrong, but I just haven't seen them. Man, I don't know what it is, but this is like the 4th time my train has just been here when I'm ready to go. They must be watching the vlogs. But yeah, man, I haven't seen a stop sign like nowhere, like for real. Just like nowhere. And this like blows my mind because still everything works and it's not chaotic. How'd you know? YouTube algorithm. And I'm gonna be real. It's not like we don't have like traffic lights and other signs, but just no stop signs. I couldn't even imagine no stop signs in the States. Like it would be terrible. But then when I think about it though, it seems like there are just way too many stop signs in the States. So I don't know, like it's just a weird, like, it's funny, I never knew this until like, I would say about 2 months ago, I was like, there's no stop signs here. So then I started looking for them and yeah, I still haven't seen any, like for real. Holy cow, y'all see that day and it's dark and look at that wind, man, look how windy it is. But yeah, man, I could not imagine America not having stop signs. And the reason for this is simply that I've been in situations where the traffic lights will be out or something, and people just don't know what to do. Woo, that wind, woo. So yeah, unless America like does something about its like driver's education, I don't see, like there's no way stop signs could like not exist in America. But though, on the flip side of that, I could not see stop signs here. So look, I am really leaning on you guys here because look, I have never seen a stop sign. When I thought about it, I took some time. I didn't make a video right away just to look out for one. Haven't seen one. And now this next culture shock is actually something that I really appreciate. It's something that I've noticed right away. I talked to my wife right when we moved here and she noticed it too. Whoa, that wind blowing my beanie off. And I even remember meeting a friend, right? And I remember meeting him and we've known each other for a while by this time. And I just asked him, I said, hey, where are you from? And now he told me he's from the Netherlands, but he was Asian. So I was just wondering, like, where is he from? That guy threw me off, man, threw me off my flow. You know, people don't really ask those questions. And not for nothing, this is true. No one has ever asked me my like ethnicity, and that's the thing. They'll ask you where you're from, but they don't ask about like ethnicity. And so when I asked my other Dutch friend about this, he just said, yeah, that's not really a thing because it's like, it doesn't matter. And a lot of times it can cause more problems than like it doesn't do anything good, that is. So you don't usually ask people what their ethnicity is. And I actually really appreciate that. Especially coming from a place where I was called names as a kid, I was treated terribly because of the color of my skin, as well as always just being stereotyped. And this is why I wholeheartedly agree with my friend. And I'm also Team Europe on this one because look, I'm not gonna lie, this is a lot of places in Europe. They don't I mean, at least everywhere that I've been to, they don't ask you like your ethnicity. They'll ask you where you're from, which is completely different than asking your ethnicity. But man, when I was in the States, it's like a huge conversation starter. Woo, that wind. Because for real, man, you can't go nowhere in the States looking different and not be asked what your ethnicity is. And now this next one I also like to as well because look, I'm the same way and I'll be real, it's not a normal thing in the States. I'm just being real. If you if you do this or you talk about this a lot, people will think differently and like look down on you pretty much. But yeah, I realized that the Dutch are not afraid to talk about saving money, or no, not saving money, but I would say talk about being frugal. And what's so funny is I mentioned something similar in another video. And when I mentioned this in this video, the comments were just lit with people just openly like, yeah, like, look, I buy secondhand this, I buy secondhand that, I never spend money on this, only that. Look, the wind blowing so hard, this sign is like moving. It's like wiggling. No wonder I tree cricket over there. And again, this is something that I like. So look, don't pull up. Look, I ain't giving no smoke, okay? Not today. Not today. No, but this is something that I also like because I do the same thing. I'm not even gonna lie. Now, like I have mentioned before in the other video that I am working on like not looking for the newest and greatest things and buying more secondhand. I am still frugal. I'ma just be real. I've been frugal for a long time. I do not spend a lot of money. Like I'ma just be real. Like I don't have anything to spend money on besides like cameras and my kids. Oh, and my wife, whoa. So besides like housing and bills, it's just my family and like traveling. But even when it comes to traveling, we are extremely frugal. Like we be finding like the best deals. I mean, it takes some time, but we be finding them. But yeah, I just didn't know how deep it was. I didn't realize that it was like a lot of people here are very frugal and openly frugal. Like they're openly talking about it because I'm telling you, one of the comments was like, I remember someone was talking about upgrading their phone and they said they never bought a new phone. Like never. But yeah, man, I love that. I love that mindset of like openly being frugal and talking about it and having like a positive spin on it versus, again, in the States, it's not. Yeah, it's mostly negative. To be honest though too, for us Americans, I think it's a bit dangerous for us to be thinking this way and to look down on people being frugal because I think it's like the gateway to literally keeping up with the Joneses cytosis. Don't look that up. That's not a real thing. But keeping up with the Joneses is, okay? And it hurts a lot of people trying to get the latest and greatest things because they want to look a certain way for people that don't even care about them. Like, you see what I'm saying? Versus like the mindset here is it's not like that. And people openly talk about, hey, sorry, man, I just ran into a friend. But yeah, people openly talk about being frugal, and I think that's a great thing. And now speaking of phones though, with the holidays coming up, I'm sure a bunch of people are looking for new drip, especially phones. Some people are probably switching from Android to iPhone, and low-key, high-key, switching phones, especially from iPhone to Android or Android to iPhone, can be a pain, but it does not have to be, thanks to today's sponsors, Dr.Fone by Wondershare. And not only can you transfer your apps and photos, but you can also transfer all your chats, all of them. And again, this is even between Android and iPhone. Just click the link in the description below, plug in both phones, click on the transfer tool, then click on WhatsApp transfer, and then follow the simple instructions on the screen. And that is it. Now you have your apps, your photos, as well as all your chats on your new phone or your secondhand phone. So if you are thinking about upgrading your phone or looking to just make the switch between Android and iPhone, go ahead and definitely try Dr.Fone using my link down below. If you're gonna cop something used, go ahead and use the transfer tool from Dr.Fone. You will be satisfied. Link down below. Oh, yeah, yo. And so now something else I noticed, and I noticed this right when I moved here as well, was I see a lot of American apparel with American teams on it. Like you'll see Chicago Bears or Chicago Bulls hats and shirts, pants, and even jerseys. And I remember when I first seen this and when I started to see it like a lot, I remember thinking like, these people must be fans of like the Bulls or the Lakers or just like, just like my obvious reaction, like as if like when I was in the States, that's usually the case. Like people are usually fans of the teams that they're wearing. And so one day I remember going up to this guy because he had a Bulls cap and a Bulls shirt on, like almost like a jersey. Had these things on, so I had to say something. Look, I'm from the Chi-Town, okay? So look, I had to pull up. So yeah, I pulled up, asked him if he was a fan of the Bulls, if he ever been to Chicago, he ever been to a game, anything. Like, because I was like, oh snap, somebody here likes the Bulls, right? And come to find out, he he's not a fan of the Bulls. He's not a fan. He never been to Chicago, never been to a game, nothing. But he was legit just dripped out in all Bulls apparel. So I asked him, okay, so I noticed a lot of people wear this stuff, and I thought people were fans. And he said, yeah, it's just because it's sold here, we like it, but that don't mean we're fans. And yeah, that was a legit culture shock for me because, again, in the States, it's people wear this stuff because they're fans. Matter of fact, people will wear it just so that you know that they're fans just because they're rivals of the other fans. You know what I mean? Of the other team. Like, they will wear, like, it's like serious stuff over there. Repping this stuff over there is almost like, it's like you in a gang almost. And now look, I have noticed people do rep their teams here, like their football teams and things here. They'll wear those jerseys too as well, and they do rep them as fans. But when it comes to the American stuff, then they're like, nah, American teams, nah. Like, it don't matter if it's the Packers, the Bears, Bulls. A lot of these people just wear it because you do see it sold in a lot of places. Quick side note, we did get our cappuccino. The table's really low though, so yeah, that's why you don't see it. We got a cappuccino, and we are at Axe. And now look, I'm gonna be real. Axe has probably I'm pulling in for this one, so nobody pull up on me. Axe has probably the best cappuccino in the Netherlands. I'ma just say it. Because look, the dude who owns the place, it's almost like he makes it with love from him and his whole family. Like, it's so good. Oh, my sticks fell on. Dang it. Freaking win, man. Okay, now quick side note too, since we were talking about Chicago and Chicago Bulls, man, it is so windy today. It's like blowing over scooters, bikes. Like, legit, just sitting here, look, that bike blew over, that scooter across the street blew over, and the other bike blew over there. Look, this bike next. I don't know why he parked right there. If you are in Harlem, come to Axe, okay? Make sure you come on the right day too, because they are not open on Monday. So don't even come. But come to Axe, tell them Sky Money sent you. You won't get any honey, okay? That's the only. But the dude is cool. All right, but yeah, I do have to ask. Let me know, especially for my this is to people who live in the Netherlands or my Dutch friends too. Let me know if you wear like sports apparel with American teams on it, but never watch any of the games. Look, I just want to know because yeah, I have seen it a lot, and everybody I talk to about it, they don't know these teams. They're not fans. Nothing. But yeah, let me know down below. And now another culture shock that, look, oh man, I cannot express enough how much I appreciate this, is the spam calls and email. Pimp, I am so happy that I just don't get none of that here. 4 years in. And now look, I don't care what nobody say, and I don't care. Look, I'm gonna go ahead and say it. This might hurt some people's feelings too as well who work for some of these companies that be stealing our data and stuff. But look, I think that stuff should be completely illegal. And like, for real, it should be illegal. Like, I'm sorry. If you work for one of these places, I'm sorry. But it should be illegal. I'm so happy that this does not happen here. I'm being real. I may have had one spam call out of 4 years. One. And it wasn't even a spam call. It was just about, I think it was about internet or something. And then they just stopped calling when I said no thanks. As soon as I said I'm with Ziggo, they were just like, okay, cool. That was it. But in the States though, this stuff is ridiculous. And matter of fact, I still have my American phone, and I get so many spam calls. I just had to turn off the phone. Like, it is so bad. And I'm just like blown away how this is allowed in the States. Like, it blows me away. Why is this okay for these people to be stealing and buying your data and your information and literally contacting you day in and day out? Oh man, I was so heated about that situation that I forgot to look at the view, man. Look how nice it is, man. It's a little dark, but it's still nice, man. Jeez. Man, I love walking over here, man. I'm just any of the bridges, I love walking across. But yeah, man, it makes me so mad. These spam calls make me really, really upset. And the only reason I still even have my American number is because I still have like my American banks. I have a lot of American accounts still in the States and a lot of things connected to that number. And I'm not even lying. It is just, I'm just confused as to why this is okay. How is it okay for companies to sell your information for other companies to like harass you? I don't understand. Like, for real, I don't understand. And it's just been getting worse to the point where now they're starting to send me text messages, phone calls, and emails. I don't know. I'm gonna be real. I don't know why this is okay. And I look, man, if I sound upset, it's because I am. Because it is ridiculous. I'm just being dead serious. I have never, it's like, again, it's like harassment. It's very predatory too as well. And now I can't even, if someone called me that needed me, and I just, let's say someone called me that needed me and I did not have their number, I would not even know it's them because I get so many of these scam calls. Like, it's just, it blows my mind how this is okay. And now again, I'm not saying it doesn't happen here, but I'm telling you it doesn't happen nearly as much. I've been here 4 years. My wife hasn't got any. A lot of friends I talk to and ask, they don't even know what this stuff is. They're like, scam calls, what are you talking about? Woo, look at that wind. But yeah, a lot of my Dutch friends I talk to, they don't know about these things. They don't know what these predatory calls and scam calls are because they don't experience it. Look at that. Anything that can make me happy is a little car. I mean, I'm in a funk. I was upset, but this little car right here just makes me happy. But yeah, look, I don't care what nobody say. It should, look, I'm sticking with it. It should be illegal. I thought that guy was trying to pull up on me for a second. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, it should be illegal. And on that note, though, I'm so happy. Like, it's not a thing here. Like, I'm just being real. Like, please let me know if I'm wrong, though. I've only been here 4 years. 4 years. But I have not experienced it. I just haven't. Like, yeah, I haven't experienced anything. I get emails from the companies that I get my emails to only, as well as scam calls, which is probably the worst for me, and text messages. Those are pretty bad, too. I don't get none of those here. Like, I'm just so happy. That's like a big thing for me. Like, oh man, I'm so happy about that. And one of the biggest reasons I say these things should be illegal is because these people scam a lot of people out of a lot of money. And it just keeps happening year after year after year. And it's getting better and better with all this AI stuff. It's just getting better and better and worse and worse. So I do think this should be illegal. That's just me. That's a personal feeling. It makes me upset. Like I'm telling you, these spams and scams and all this other stuff, these calls, it really makes me upset. And look, y'all know I ain't a hater. I ain't trying to bring down no businesses or nothing like that. Look, my hood of Harlem would never let me be a hater. But though, if the companies that are sending your data or selling your data to other companies, that part right there should be illegal. It should not be allowed to sell your data. Data broking should not be allowed for these reasons of like harassment and these predatory sales and scams. All right, now seriously though, I do have to ask you guys, am I tripping? Like, especially about this like scam calling and all this stuff. Am I tripping? Oh man, you know what? I almost forgot. Hey, look, if I don't see you guys before the holiday, happy holidays. I will be in the States, like, getting ready to leave soon, actually today. So, happy holidays. Oh, and side note, look at this view right here. Hold on, look at this view. Come on, man. Tell me that's not gangster. Come on.